Frosine, I'm obliged to give some supper to Mr. Ansel, and I should like her to have a share in the feast.
No, you are quite right. She is to come after dinner to pay a visit to your daughter. And then from here, she means to go to the fair and return to your home just in time for supper.
Ah, that'll do very well. They shall go together in my carriage, which I will lend them.
That will do them perfectly.
Frosine, did you tell the mother about the dowry which she can give her daughter? And did you make sure she understood that under such circumstances that she ought to do her utmost and make a great sacrifice? For after all, one does not simply marry a girl and not have her bring something with her.
Oh, how something? She is a girl who will bring you clear 12,000 francs a year.
Oh, 12,000 francs a year?
Yes! First of all, she has been nursed and brought up with the strictest notions of frugality. She is accustomed to live upon salad, milk, cheese, and apples, and consequently will require neither a well-served-up table, nor any fancy broth, nor any of your everlasting peeled barley, none in short of all the delicacies that another woman would want. Now, this is no small matter, and may well amount to more than 3,000 francs yearly. Now, besides this, she has a love for simplicity and neatness. She will have none of those fancy dresses or rich jewels. She will have none of the sumptuous furniture that girls like her indulge in so extravagantly. And this item will bring you 4,000 francs per annum. Lastly, she has the deepest aversion for gambling, which is not very common amongst women nowadays. Now, I know of one in my neighborhood who has lost 20,000 francs this year. But let us only reckon a fourth of that sum. So that's 5,000 francs yearly at play, and 4,000 in clothing and jewel makes 9,000, and 3,000 francs we account for food. Is that not your 12,000 francs?
Yes, that's not bad. Not bad at all. But after all, that calculation has nothing real in it.
Excuse me, is there nothing real in bringing to you in marriage a great sobriety, and to inherit a love of simplicity in dress and the acquired property of a great hatred for gambling?
It is a farce to pretend to make up a dowry with all the expenses that she will not run into. I cannot give a receipt for something I do not receive, and I must decidedly get something.
Oh, bless me, you will get enough. And they've spoken to me of a certain country where they have some property of which you will be the master.
We shall have to see to that. But, Frosine, there's one more thing that makes me uneasy. The girl is young, you know, and young people generally like those who are young like themselves and only care for the society of the young. I am afraid a man my age may not exactly suit her taste, and that this may occasion in my family certain complications which would in no wise be pleasant to me.
Oh, how poorly you judge her. This is one more peculiarity I wish to speak to you. She has the greatest detestation for all young men and only likes old people. Is that so? Yes, I should like you to hear her speak on the matter. She cannot bear at all the sight of a young man. Nothing delights her more than to see a fine old man with a venerable beard. Yes, the oldest to her are the most charming. So I warn you beforehand, do not make yourself any younger than you already are. Yes, she wants one 60 years old at least. It was not more than 6 months ago, on the very eve of being married, that she suddenly broke off the match upon learning that her lover was only 56 years of age and did not put on spectacles to sign the contract.
Only for that?
Yes, she says there is no pleasure in a man of 56, and she has a decided affection for those who wear spectacles.
That is quite news to me.
No one can imagine how far she takes this. She has in her room certain pictures and engravings, and can you imagine who they are? An Apollo, a Cephalus, an Adonis, a Justin Bieber? Not at all! Fine portraits of Saturn, King Priam, old Nestor, Methuselah.
That is admirable. I would have never have guessed such a thing. And I must say I am very much pleased that she has such taste as this. Indeed, had I been born a woman, I would have never have loved young fellows.
No, I should think not. Fine trumpery indeed, these young men, for anyone to love. Fine jackanapes and puppies for a woman to hanker after. I would like to know what relish anyone could find in them.
Truly. I cannot understand it myself, and I cannot make out how it is that some women can dote so on them.
Oh, they must be downright idiots.
Ah.
Can anyone truly be at their senses who finds youth amiable?
Yes.
And can these clearly painted coxcombs truly be men? And can anyone be attached to such animals?
Exactly what I say every day. With their effeminate voices and their 3 tufts of a beard turned up like cat's whiskers and their toe wigs and their flowing breeches and open breasts.
Oh, they are famous guys compared to yourself. Now, in you, we see something like a man. And there is enough there to satisfy the eye. And it is thus that a man should be made and dressed to inspire love.
Well then, you think that I am pretty well?
Pretty well, I should think so. You are charming, and your face would make a lovely picture. Turn round a little bit, please. One could not ask for anything more. Let me see you walk. Oh yes, you have a fine body, free and easy. As it should be, one which shows no sign of infirmity.
I have nothing the matter to speak of, I am thankful to say. Excuse me. That's just my cough which comes back from time to time.
Oh, 'tis nothing. Coughing becomes you exceedingly well.
Well then, tell me, Frosine, has Marianne seen me yet? Has she not seen me when I was passing by?
No, we have had many conversations about you, and I gave her an exact description of your person and did not fail to make the most of your merits, and make her see what an advantage it would be to have a husband like you.
You did well, Frosine, I am thankful to say.
I have, sir, one small favor to ask. I am in danger of losing a lawsuit for want of a little money, and you could easily help me with it if you have pity on me. You cannot imagine how happy she will be to see you. Oh, how sure you are to please her, and how sure that antique tie of yours is to have the most wonderful effect upon her mind. But more than anything, she will be delighted by your suspenders. Yes, nothing will make her happier than a lover who wears suspenders.
You sent me into raptures, Frosine, by saying that.
I tell you the truth, sir, this lawsuit is of the utmost importance to me. If I were to lose it, I would be forever ruined, and a small sum will save me. Oh, you cannot imagine how happy she would be to see you. And the joy that she felt when I spoke of you to her, and the joy that sparkled in her eyes when I told her of all your good qualities. And I succeeded, in short, of making her look forward with the greatest impatience to the conclusion of the match.
You give me great pleasure, Frosine. I
beg of you, sir, please do not refuse me this small service that I ask of you. It will put me on my feet again, and I shall be forever grateful to you.
Oh, goodbye. I have some correspondence I need to take care of.
I assure you, sir, you could not help me with more pressing necessities.
I will make sure the carriage is ready to take you to the fair.
I would not importune you, sir, if I was not present.
I will make sure that supper is given early so that nobody may be ill.
Do not refuse me this service, sir. The pleasure that she showed.
Oh, jeez, I hear somebody calling me. We shall see each other again by and by.
May the fever seize you, you stingy cur, sent to the devil and his angels. Oh, the miser has withstood all of my attacks. Oh. But I should not give up the negotiation, for I have the other side, and there, at all events, I shall have my good reward.